Hey guys, Simmerson Chewy side, and I got a video here, and no, it's not a race because we're no NIS this week, and I got a whole bunch of other crap I've been doing, but somewhat a tutorial on, I guess, settings I use on Premiere Pro. Adobe Premiere Pro, because I do some of my videos with that, and I do the others with Vegas, so I figured it'd be a good idea. So I guess I'll just get into this. These are just my render settings. May not be the best, may not be the fastest, may not be the, greatest thing ever, but they're just what I use. And usually I have my project set up. Guess I'll show that real quick. Just go to new, goddamn new project. And these are just the settings I use. General, I have it set to that. CUDA enabled, I guess. Time code, all that I leave. Put this to HDV, I don't know if it matters. This is all I do. Scratch disk, I guess, set that up to where you want it to save, I don't know. I just press OK, whatever. Overwrite it. And what I do, usually all the time, this is just my process. Go to new sequence this time. And here you can set up a thing, but let me just start like a new one here. Just pick DVC Pro HD. Click where it says 1080p. Click its preset here. You can see it once. Click it once on the presets. Go up here to settings. And you can see here editing mode. It says blah blah blah. I did something wrong again, damn it. Oh, dumbass, go to custom. So in editing mode, go to custom. Time base, go to 60. And here, pixel aspect ratio, I'm going to ignore frame size for now. Pixel aspect ratio, go from DVC, Pro HD 1.5, and look for 1.0, or just square pixels. I say 1920 by 1080, since we're going to make this a 1080p video. No, these are just my settings. There's really nothing important. And I'm just doing this really because I'm bored. No race, and tomorrow, I guess I'll put this out there. There's our bi-weekly podcast, so every 2 weeks for iRacing. So if you're a sim racer like I am, go check that out. It'll be on Twitch tomorrow night, which is Thursday night. So March 24th, Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. Check it out at twitch.tv/iRacers Lounge. All that's one word, no apostrophe, no nothing. Just one word, iRacers Lounge. Live, 7 p.m. Eastern. Go check that out. I'll put a link. Alright, where was I? I said frame size, you want it to be 1920 by 1080. Everyone gets that. Audio. The audio you want to... I just leave it at default 48,000 hertz. Audio samples, I'll leave that alone. If it's milliseconds, go to audio samples. This I leave alone to 1 frame, or iframe only, MPEG. It should give you an MP4 Make that 1920 by 1082. If it's already not, click maximum render quality. If your PC can handle it, mine can. And leave everything else alone. Go ahead and click save preset if you want. But there's one more thing, go to tracks. And these are default. And you're only given 3 video tracks by default. You can go up or down on that. Which means you can layer up to 3 videos on top of each other. Audio tracks are 4, so you got 4 of them. You can mess with that how you like, change them around, set them to what you want. Either 4 audio tracks, or if you want video tracks, say you want 4 of those, set it to 4, or 2 of those, set it to 2. Save your preset and press OK. Me, I already have one made, so I'm just gonna use my own preset, which will be 1080p 60 fps. So press OK. Now another thing I would do is go to Edit, down to Preferences. Click on any of these to get yourself there, but I'll just click General. See here, I don't really mess with nothing. Appearance, you can change the look from lighter to darker. You see, I mess with the little input. That's the main one I use. The way it looks. That I leave alone. That I leave alone. I also leave that alone. Same with that. And that. And that. And that. And that. And media is something that might be important. And here I just said media cache files, so I set them somewhere else. Same with this one. I put them off my SSD. Interdeterminate media time base. I guess that's what it always defaults to. I left that alone. But I actually left all that alone. Memory, here's where you want to optimize it for as much performance as possible. So I select performance and leave only 2 for the system, pretty much, and everything else to run off of while I'm rendering. Playback, not really important. Sync settings, same with that. Same with this, and same with this. I just press OK and leave them all alone. Now you can import your video, so let's go find something really easy. Don't think I recorded anything lately. How about a set of chords? Anyone in for that? Toss that in, just drag it over into this little box over here. Which in turn, if I drag it over here. Now, if it's mismatched, if you're trying to put a, say, 59.94 frame thing in here, into a 60, it'll say blah, 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 it's not matched. Just click keep existing settings, and it asks you for it. And what I do, my process, I double click on video. You see what I did there? I just double click on video, makes the box fat. For video one, same with audio. Double click it and makes it fat where I'm clicking, where I'm showing my mouse at. And let me just shorten up a clip here. At that, you press C to get your cut tool, V to get your one tool here, your move around tool. I just press ripple. Let me see how long that clip is. Alright, I'll just do 20 seconds. Because I don't want to get too involved into this. Cancel that. Delete again, and you can see, just bring it back to the beginning. And when you're ready to render this into a, MP4 file or whatever file you want to use it, I click. So this is white. Go up to a file. Go all the way down to export. I'll zoom this in later. Click on media. Well, if you have that white box, click to make sure when it's highlighted, you should be able to get that. If not, and this is just dark, make sure to click in, then it will give you the option. Now for here, source range, I just go and click entire sequence. Up here to format, just look for H.264. These are my settings, by the way. Go to custom. Yeah, like last time I screwed up. Anyways, go up here to custom. You can save a preset if you want, but yeah, go to custom. You'll change your output name. So say I want to title it drift. Just save. That's what it'll be called. Make sure these two are checked. Export video, export audio. This will tell you a summary of your settings. See, that's what I got, but we're going to mess with that. Let's see, I'm going to go down here. You can click match source to just take a video from you recorded the same exact things your video recorder was using, and it'll match those settings, I guess. But we're doing 60 frames right on the dot. Put it to 1920 by 1080, but I shouldn't have said that because that might change. Make sure the aspect square pixels 1.0. If you're an American, put it in NTSC. Obviously, Japan uses NTSC too, I think, but different than ours. And your uses PAL. Profile, I put it to high. Level, I put to 4.2, but sometimes I put it to 5.0, and that'll change your frame rate. So I put it back to 60, leave it alone. And then down here, most people will tell you to go with variable bitrate. And some people would be right on that, but it pretty much does variable bitrate anyway, in a way. Not as much as this. So here you can set your timer, but I go with constant bitrate, CBR, constant bitrate. And I move my target to, let's say, I like to render my videos for the highest quality to YouTube at 26 megabits, per second. But that'll be my target. But with what I've noticed is, want to go a little bit higher than that. Because it'll give it somewhat of a variable feel to it anyway. So go with constant bitrate, So a little bit past your bitrate that you want. Make sure to check use maximum render quality and press export. So we'll let that render. I'll go ahead and skip through this because I don't want to for it. Alright, we're back and this should be already done and that's pretty much it. You'll get the 100% and this will disappear and you're done rendering. Let's check out our final result real quick. But that's what I do to render on, well, Adobe. It's a little more complicated than Vegas. I can't use it to its maximum capabilities because I'm not that good with stuff. I just use it to render my videos. It's faster than Vegas. At those settings I just showed you, it's pretty much gives me the fastest render time with my system, which is a 4790K, which is not the greatest thing nowadays. It was like a year ago, but it's been surpassed by all them freaking 6-core, actual 6 cores, no threads. Actual 6-core processors, they're freaking thrown out now. But here's the video, you can see it. Drift test, I'll put it in full screen. That's what it came out as, and might not look the best to you, but obviously I said I recorded in 60 frames per second. I did for that clip for the drift, but I did not for I didn't for OBS multi-platform, which I'm using to record right now, but you can see it does its job. Looks pretty decent quality. You can see see if I can find on my YouTube channel, if you look, there's been a couple videos where I did use this. So I used Adobe on Son of a Drift here. If you go look on my channel, you'll see a drift in progress. But yeah, it's on my channel. I use this. So if you want to see what it looks like rendered to YouTube, I'll put this link in the description. Because I believe this was done with yeah, but it was definitely done with Adobe Premiere Pro. So those are my settings. Hope that helped anybody. That's just stuff I do. Remember to check that podcast out, like I said. I'll put the link. Here in the future, I'll do a little recording program showdown between OBS multi-platform, OBS, Shadowplay, and MSI Afterburner. Free software recording, I'll do a thing on that, and I'll also do a tutorial on Shadowplay. So anyways, I hope this has been Sim Racing Chewy Side. Yeah.